Overwatch is a really old game that I used to play as a high schooler. Since PS4 version came out, I used to play a lot. But now I'm on PC. I usually play a little bit here and there. I might probably play on twitch.tv/jkstrategist. So if you guys do want me to play some Overwatch sometimes, maybe a guilty pleasure kind of stream, then check me out there. But today we're not going to be talking about freaking Twitch. Today we're going to be talking about do we require strategy in order to play Overwatch? Hi, my name is JK and this is my channel. What's up everyone, before we get started today, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment down below of what other strategy-based games you guys want me to rate at a scale of 1 to 10. It really helps the algorithm out, so it's also for free, so make sure you guys do that. Also, I'll be streaming on twitch.tv/jkstrategist every Fridays and Saturdays from 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Alright, and just thank you guys so much for making me hit 700 followers on Twitch. So I'll be doing a celebration soon. I'm still playing on that, but make sure you guys come check out my Discord of the update for the celebration. Alright, no more time for that. I know we gotta do this. Let's get started here. So Overwatch is basically kind of like, I'll probably give it like a little bit of a summary. So it's basically kind of like an FPS game slash like, magical game. Something similar towards League of Legends or Warcraft. You get abilities, every character has different abilities in the game. Assault rifle, large machine gun. Each character kind of has that, but it's more with the abilities that do really like, put this game up to like its, maybe up to its like flair, to be honest, because I really love the abilities in Overwatch and I hope they do more of that soon. But when it comes to Overwatch, I've been thinking a little bit a lot. I was like, this game kind of does require a little bit of strategy, but the question is like, how much do we require strategy for this kind of stuff? So here's what I'm going to talk about today here, you guys. When it comes to Overwatch, there are 3 types of classes when it comes to the kind of variety ability of characters. 1 is DPS, 2 is a support, and 3 is tank. DPS meaning you do a lot of damage, but you don't really have a lot of health to back it up with. I believe support is just to heal for the majority of the time, to just keep your teammates going. I believe, in my opinion, this is like one of the most important classes to have in each team, because of that, if you don't have healing, you're gonna die because the other team's gonna have healing and they're gonna out health you. That's the thing. But they do also have low health, kind of like DPS, but they do support themselves with a little bit heals as well, depending on the character. And last but not least, the tank. The tank also, as much as has less damage, they do have a lot of health, so they can tank a lot of damage and they can keep your guys like moving. So kind of like a shield. So think of it as like I believe kind of like a support system, like one human being of all the classes. So the tank, shield, DPS, the sword. I believe the support will be the like guy in the back supporting them. Probably the cheerleader. I don't know. For a little bit of time, I did do a lot of gameplays when it comes to the, I think it's called a quick play arcade or classic quick play. I don't know. Classic arcade mode. I think that's what it's called. Classic arcade mode is basically when you can choose your class, and you can basically I think you get like different varieties of game modes, such as like carrying the friggin' cargo towards the end, or trying to like capture the zone and get it up to 100%, best of 2 or 3 rounds, I believe. And I believe the other one is capturing the zones one by one. So it's kind of like a little bit Battlefield. So like you capture one zone, you go to another zone. So something like that basically. Does Overwatch require strategy? Yeah, technically it does. When it comes to the strategy in Overwatch, it really does a really good job when it comes to more on emphasis on strategy than skill. Because unlike Call of Duty, you can't just go running in there just trying to freaking KO all of them. You can't multi-kill everyone like it's no one's business. You probably need a high amount of skill in order to do that, with a little bit of like coordination. But other than that, you can't go in there rambling like hell. That's one thing for sure. That makes it clear that this game is more towards strategy, and I like that, to be honest. It really does put a little bit more of that kind of like soothness, instead of freaking trying to be Rambo out of this motherfucker just to try to freaking Rambo like in Call of Duty, just getting like 10 kill streaks or something. It's like really ridiculous as hell. This one you really can't, even with the supers, or as they call it, ultimates. I keep going back to Destiny. me. I don't know why. But ultimates, yeah, they do give you a lot of significant amount of damage depending on what class you are. You know, if you're a support, then you probably sometimes you have more support like ults, such as like full healing, shield, or I believe some other ones are like like increase of health. DPS do have a lot of like emphasis on like higher amounts of damage. But even that doesn't even get to kill everyone, because of the fact you got tanks, you got healers, you got all of them to deal with before you can head towards the DPS people, or the ones that are vulnerable and don't really have shields or even have like healing factors in them. So that's one thing to like come into play whenever it comes to trying to boost or ramble yourself in there. So keep in mind with that. And when it comes to this classic game mode, I believe a lot of times their kind of emphasis was more on fun, because you can just choose your other characters, I believe. So choosing your characters of like what you want to play, it doesn't matter. If there's like 6 tanks in the freaking team, the game mode doesn't matter, to be honest. And with this kind of emphasis, like I do kind of believe that the skill level would be a little bit higher than other game modes that they have in Overwatch. So I believe let's go down to strategy first with a quick play classic, or classic. Is it classic quick play arcade? But it's the one that it's more objective based, but you get to choose all your characters basically. When it comes to strategy, I do believe at a scale of 1 to 10, I do believe the scale is a little bit up there, I would rate it at a 7 out of 10, because of the fact you really need to coordinate with your teams in order to be able to deal with the enemies, to be honest. So that is one thing you need to deal with. With skill level, you really can't get in there with skill level, maybe a 1v1 or 1v2, you can pull off a Call of Duty sometimes, but not all the time though. It's never guaranteed that you can be able to eliminate the entire team without your teammates backing up with either some damage boost or damage reduction kind of based on auras or something like that on the line. If you do things yourself, you're gonna get screwed. So skill level is gonna be a 3 out of 10 from the rating. So skill level in quick play classic or classic quick play, I don't really know. Why do I keep forgetting? But I believe quick play. I'll probably just put this text up there because I'm gonna look back in this video again. So I believe, in my opinion, that this kind of game mode, when it comes to skill, 3 out of 10, strategy, 7 out of 10. So there's that. And also I'll be doing the 2 most popular game modes. I won't be doing all of them because there's so many of them. There's also like modded ones as well. There's also some modified like game modes as well where you can like do obstacle course. But we're not going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about the ones that a lot of people, or the majority of people, do play at, which is the classic or quick play classic, and also I believe it's the role game. I forgot what that one's called. Freaking my head is hurting so much. I'll probably put it up there as well when I do these rings as well. But this game mode requires you to either pick DPS, support, or tank, or you can do a like a freaking triangular kind of motion. So you can either have support, tank, or DPS, and like anything that you choose, you have to like choose that specific class, to be honest. So if you get like I said before, tank, you have to choose the ones that are from tank, not from support, not from DPS. So this kind of requires you to have a balanced team of supports, DPS, and tanks for the majority of the time. So it's pretty cool. It's more of a strategic kind of a game. So like majority of the time, they do have the same like game modes, or same kind of like, they do have the same game modes as the quick play classic, which is fine, to be honest. I wasn't really expecting a lot from Overwatch when it came to these 2 different game modes. They could probably put more, but I don't know. You can't really put a lot when it comes to like a League of Legends type for FPS game. I don't know if this is gonna make people angry, but when it comes to this kind of like aspect of the game, I do believe that I think it requires a little bit more and more strategy, because of the fact that now you're restricted to only a couple of classes to pick from. Now you gotta really be like mindful of like what you use, and like okay, what are my mains for each of these classes now? And it does really make things pretty balanced and pretty fun, to be honest. You don't go up against like 6 DPS or 3 tanks and 3 supports, I don't know what the freaking meta is these days with the quick play classic, but I do believe that like if you guys do want something balanced, then head over to the role type quick play. So there's that. So at a scale of 1 to 10 when it comes to strategy, I do want to rate it at a 9 out of 10 because this is a real big emphasis on strategy. You really need to take the time to be able to see, okay, what am I gonna do, which character am I gonna use, and what pair of characters are the best. You got examples of like Mercy and Pharaoh because of the fact they fly now and they're just roaming around the map while Mercy heals Pharaoh. Pharaoh's just dishing out all these freaking fire disc mixtapes on the freaking ground, and then you can't really do anything because even if you shoot Pharaoh a couple times, the healer is still gonna heal Pharaoh's. And Pharaoh's pretty fast too in the air, and of course a lot of times I can't shoot the crap out of the air. I mean, maybe some of you can shoot like people in the air pretty good. I'm just the average player. I'm just the average. This is what I think. An average amount of people can't really like take on like Pharah without like a freaking Soldier 76 or Bastion with a freaking minigun. Oh, there's that. I'm sorry. So when it comes to skill, there's not really an emphasis on skill because of the fact the teams are balanced. The opponent's team will be balanced, so they're gonna have a balance of supports, DPS, and tanks. So what are you gonna do with a tank, support, or DPS player? You going in there and trying to take them all out? You really can't. So there's not really a lot of skill you can do. You can only do things with strategy and taking them out one by one, but that is yet to be. But I do believe the skill rating for Overwatch, when it comes to role type of quick play, I do believe the skill rating will be around a 1 out of 10. Because you really need to depend on your teammates, because they're going to be your shield, they're going to be the ones behind your back, they're going to be the ones healing you, they're going to be the ones protecting you, and you protect them as well, you back them up. So this is the kind of strategy that I like whenever it comes to like, trying to be on like Discord call, and then with all of them in, now you can probably just like, tell people, okay, he's up there, this person's over here, we got a Pharaoh on the air, they fly now apparently. And then you can strategically, say, oh yeah, we gotta get back, we gotta retreat, we gotta fall back, or cover me, I'm gonna take out the Pharaoh, distract me. So that's the kind of strategy that Overwatch really emphasis on when it comes to these things. So I do kind of like it, And with the final verdict, I know there's a lot of other game modes out there. If I miss any other popular game modes on Overwatch, please let me know, because of the fact that those two are the only modes that I've played in, and also the single player, which we're not going to count that today. Yeah, so today, I believe Overwatch gets a final verdict, I believe, in my opinion, a 8.5 out of 10. And if you guys do, like RTS games, but at the same time, you guys do want a little bit of shooting and your own kind of like character, having a badass character like Doomfist or Reaper or Genji or Hanzo. I don't know how to play Hanzo, but I know a lot of people like to play Hanzo. But if you guys do want to have different varieties of characters when it comes to an FPS/strategy game, then Overwatch is for you. Yes, go for it, you guys, because it does require a little bit of brains in order to do so. I mean, have you seen Overwatch League? Jeez, my freaking word, they got 10,000 IQ and I don't know how to do that right now. I think I might be dead by now. Thank you guys for coming out today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment down below of who's your favorite Overwatch character. I'm not sure who you guys, Overwatch characters are. It could be someone, it could be like Reaper, it could be like Reinhardt. My favorites are Reaper, Reinhardt, Doomfist, a little bit Ashe, not that much to be honest. I kind of was out of that drain a little bit, and I believe Lucio. Those guys are my favorite characters right now. If you guys got, also Winston. I love Winston and the monkey. Because and also I'll be streaming every Fridays and Saturdays from 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to around like 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, or a little bit earlier depending. But if you guys do want to catch me a little bit earlier in the evening, so you guys can have a chance to talk to me. I'll also be changing my niche a little bit to like when it comes to designing your Twitch channel. Because a lot of times, many people with overlays or when they're streaming, like their overlays seem a little bit boring. I mean, it's not boring, but it's very the same, to be honest. You get the same side from own.3D. I know yeah, I know where you guys get your overlays from. Don't test me. Sometimes I don't know what other overlays have. Some do make you pay, but there are other ways to, you know, be able to design your own stream overlays very beautifully without needing to pay a dime, to be honest. So I'm gonna be doing some tutorials probably like in the next couple months, depending if I can get my RTS challenges. I'm still gonna be doing some RTS things. I'm only gonna be doing like, you know, the only units like Empire War like challenge videos, you know, because we got the vanilla, we got the other mods too, so that's gonna be really fun to do on those other mods. It's gonna be it might take me a while. That's gonna be the fun stuff. But when it comes to designing your guys' Twitch channel, I'm gonna try helping you out as much as possible to be able to design your channel to look professional, at least. You know, at least a little bit beautiful. I don't know if it's professional, but you guys can be a judge of that on my channel. Right there. Alright guys, thank you for coming out today, and I'll see you all soon for the Republic. I'll see you later. You have a good day, everyone.